Welcome to the final episode of 49ers Training Camp Rewind, where we're looking back at everything that has happened in the final week of 49ers training camp practices. Also, in this final episode, we are being joined by 49ers first-round pick Javon Kinlaw to discuss his first NFL training camp and how he's adjusting to this 49ers defensive line. But as always, let's first start with recapping what's transpired over this past week. The 49ers get their final shot to prove themselves worthy of a spot on the 49ers roster as roster cuts are set for this weekend. Several players shined over the weekend, including wide receiver Dante Pettis, defensive lineman Kentavious Street, and former first-round pick Solomon Thomas. For most of camp, the defense has dominated the majority of the sessions. This week, the offense stepped up and made several plays. Last year, we saw Jimmy Garoppolo make headlines with 5 interceptions in camp. Different story this year. He closed out 49ers camp with 5 touchdowns while connecting with running back Jeff Wilson Jr. for 3 scores and passes to recently signed wide receiver River Craycraft and Dante Pettis. The Pettis touchdown was a contested catch with cornerback Emmanuel Mosley in coverage. Linebacker Fred Warner was placed on the COVID reserve list this week. According to the team, the reserve COVID-19 list is for a player who either tests positive or has been quarantined after having been in close contact with an infected person. Clubs may not disclose whether the player is in quarantine or is positive for COVID-19. Fellow linebacker Dre Greenlaw missed multiple practices while in concussion protocol. With both Warner and Greenlaw out, Azeez Al-Shaair and Mark Nazacha have seen an uptick in reps. The team is prioritizing getting guys healthy for week 1. Cornerback Jason Verrett sustained a low-grade hamstring injury during Wednesday's practice. There'll be more to come on how long the corner will be out. Tight end Ross Dwelley and cornerback K'Waun Williams returned to practice this week. And big news, Shanahan expects 2 of his top edge rushers to be on hand for the September 13th kickoff. Nick Bosa and Dee Ford have missed multiple practices while dealing with various ailments. Although neither were on hand for this week's practices, Shanahan isn't too concerned about their availability next Sunday. George Kittle was sidelined this past week while dealing with a tight hamstring. Per the head coach, the 49ers took the approach of easing the tight end back into practice this week. Deebo Samuel missed the entirety of camp while working his way back from a stress fracture in his foot. Since, the receiver has spent the last week conditioning on the sidelines and running full-speed sprints on his surgically repaired foot. Shanahan is hopeful both Samuel and Brandon Ayuk will be ready to go by the season opener. And finally, more good news on the wide receiver front. The 49ers got another receiver and return specialist back this week as Richie James Jr. has been activated off of the non-football injury list after suffering a broken wrist back in June. Instead of talking about what transpired at 49ers camp over this last week, I think we're better off just showing you some of the top highlights from what's happened here at the SAP Performance Facility and inside of Levi's Stadium, while we get the 49ers 14th overall pick, Javon Kinlaw, on the line to chat training camp. Take a look at this. Javon Kinlaw, welcome to Training Camp Rewind. Welcome to the 49ers. You've been here for a couple of weeks, right? What's been your early impressions of the Bay Area so far?
Right now with COVID, it's been real slow. It ain't been too much going on. But I mean, it's cool because, I'm more introverted. So, I mean, it's quiet, it's peaceful, I ain't got the traffic feel yet, but I mean, it's been flowing, but overall I think it's pretty chill out here. I like it.
You're joining guys like Nick Bosa, D Ford, Eric Armstead. The list goes on and on. I want to know, as a rookie coming in, what's the vibe of this defensive line group?
Just chill. Everybody just laid back, man. Everybody we all just vibe together. You know what I'm saying? Everybody they laid back, they funny, but at the same time, when it's time to be serious, everybody's serious. Everybody locked in.
If we're talking about impressions, I've got to ask, because he's one of my favorite people to watch, but you get to deal with him every day. Defensive line coach Chris Kasarik. What's been your initial impressions of Coach Kasarik?
Now that's a different story. He just throw it off, man. Something about it, he throw it off, but I like it. Again, he just know how to get everything out of you. He just know how to make you want to go. You know what I'm saying? And I like that the most. He teaches everything to a T. So he makes it that much easier for me to learn because he's very detailed. So
yeah. That's definitely spot on. So Javon, this is a completely unprecedented season. I just want to know, what do you imagine your first game day looking like? No, you might not have the faithful all there, but stepping onto that field at Levi Stadium, what do you picture it looking like?
It's probably gonna be pretty exciting for me, honestly. Just getting out there, just seeing what the vibes like. It's gonna be way different probably from when fans being there. I know we probably ain't gonna have no fans, but I'm just looking forward to getting out there, honestly. Just getting my feet wet in my first game, just seeing the progress from my first day of practice all the way to my first game, so.
There's gotta be a quarterback that you are looking most forward to getting a sack against. If you can pick any quarterback, who would it be?
Jimmy, honestly, my own quarterback. Jimmy be talking so much trash out there, and I like it because, quarterbacks don't usually be talking to me like that. But me and Jimmy got this type of relationship going on. Where every time I see him or he see me, we just talk trash to each other. That's just how it goes.
I promise this secret stays between us, okay? Javon, do you have a favorite athlete of all time? Someone whose game you might admire in any sport?
My favorite athlete of all time? I'm just being me here, just Carmelo Anthony. That's my favorite of all time. Just growing up as a kid, I don't know. I just like his game. I just love the way he played, man. He worked the hell out that. Excuse my language, but he worked the heck out that mid range. He just could shoot the ball. He's tough, just hard nosed. He from Baltimore. I grew up in Washington D.C. So Melo was always that guy. That's what it was.
That's an interesting one. Your teammate Juwan Jennings said the exact same thing in our 49ers Meet the Rookies series. So Carmelo Anthony, I think that's a good answer right there. Well, let's talk about you becoming the person you are. I want to know who or what inspires you.
My child right now, just coming home, seeing her every day, you got somebody to provide for and somebody that's looking up to you, and just somebody to pave the road for, you know what I'm saying? Somebody to show the ropes to and let them know how to work hard and get things done. And so it's definitely my daughter.
Family first. You absolutely cannot go wrong with that. I respect that answer. Every rookie that has joined us on 49ers Training Camp Rewind, I asked them this question. Looking down the road, let's say 5, 6, 7, 8, 20 years down the road at the end of an NFL career, looking back, how would you want your NFL career to be defined?
The best defensive lineman to ever lace them up, honestly. That's just how I see it. I don't see it no other way. That's how I've seen it from the start. So,
all right, Javon, week 1, just around the corner. You're just over a week away from your first NFL game. What are you looking forward to most?
Just getting out there, just ready to feel somebody else, like another team. Honestly, just because I've got a pretty good feel for this team and how everything goes. I'm just ready to see what it's like to play against like some other competition, somebody that's really trying to take your head off out there.
Javon, this was a lot of fun. We appreciate you stopping by. Let's definitely connect soon.
All right.
We've got an extended interview with Javon Kinlaw and the rest of the 49ers rookies for our Meet the Rookie series that debuts this week on 49ers.com. Also, each week, a different 49ers rookie has documented his first NFL training camp in the 49ers In My Own Words rookie blog. Brandon Ayuk, Colton McKivitz, Charlie Warner, and Jawan Jennings have all released their blog entries. Next, we'll be waiting for Javon Kinlaw's, which debuts this Monday as he details his first training camp experience. Throughout the past few months, 49ers Prep, presented by U.S. Bank, has found new ways to honor their commitment to empowering youth to live a healthy, active lifestyle through physical activity and education. In response to COVID-19, the 49ers Prep team has already reached thousands of kids throughout the community by giving free access to virtual drills, exercise, and activities for youth to stay active at home. This content varies from general health and wellness to traditional football drills and flag football skills taught at a basic, intermediate, and advanced skill level. 49ers Prep plans to continue to reach thousands of kids this season through their virtual in-school training camp. At the end of the 2020 school year, many high school student athletes missed out on their graduation ceremony. High school coaches across California joined Kyle Shanahan in a video thanking the class of 2020 for their hard work and commitment on and off the football field. This special video reached thousands of student athletes and offered a moment for coaches and players to reflect back on their season. 49ers Prep, presented by U.S. Bank, teamed up with Special Olympics of Northern California and Nevada for a live online workout. Special guests included Daniel Brunskill and 49ers mascot Sourdough Sam, who helped lead and participate in different exercises. The workout featured over 200 live viewers, and many of those viewers worked out in groups with their own families. Although the 2020 high school football season has been moved to the spring, the 49ers Prep team is still finding ways to impact their offseason. The Santa Clara High School varsity football team got to join 49ers tight end Ross Dwelly in a live Q&A session over Zoom. Head football coach Bert Codera moderated the session, and players had the opportunity to ask Dwelly questions about his experience in the NFL, his journey, and how he has been training and staying focused throughout COVID. The 49ers are bringing people together across the football landscape to talk about their experiences through a video coaching series. Each month, 49ers Prep director Jared Muella sits down with someone in the football atmosphere and has a chance to chat about football and ask questions where we all are curious about. Special guests so far have been 49ers alumni Ian Williams and Alex Boone and USA Football senior manager Aaron Ingram. To take a deeper look at what 49ers Prep, presented by U.S. Bank, is doing, you can check out 49ers.com/49ersprep. Well, that will do it for the final episode of 49ers Training Camp Rewind, as the focus now shifts to week 1. We are just over 1 week away from the 49ers season opener as they host DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler Murray, Chandler Jones and co. at Levi Stadium on September 13th. The 49ers will be trimming their roster down from 80 to 55 over the weekend as roster cuts loom ahead. We'll have live updates as they come on 49ers.com. Also, the final episode of Brick by Brick airs this Sunday at 5 p.m. Watch as the team makes their final preparations of camp and begin transitioning until week 1 of the regular season. With that, you guys all be safe out there. We have a lot in store for you guys this season coming up on 49ers.com. I can't wait to chat with you guys later. Have a good weekend.